I do have a bag. I had it in my pocket.
I think so. Hey, Edward.
It's Jean-Paul, the artiste.
Hello, Mike. What's up? What's up, y'all?
What's up, dog?
For people who have a developmental disability, how hard is it for them to face the world around them? How do they feel? What are they thinking? What are their goals in life? I wanted to get a closer look on how to understand their way of thinking, how they live day by day with their disability.
I'm 26 years old and my birthday is April 29th. I like to go to the movies, I like to go to clubs, I like to go dancing, I like to go shopping.
Beth has Down syndrome. Down syndrome occurs prenatally, so while Beth was in my mother's womb, she developed an extra chromosome, and that gives her a developmental disability, which means that her mental capacity is behind where a person of her age normally would be. There's also some physical and social limitations as well. When she was born or when she was young, there were a lot of serious life-threatening implications that she had. She had a congenital heart defect that she had dealt with. We actually had to fly over to Europe because the surgery she needed wasn't approved for the United States yet, so we went over there.
I don't like to have this really because I'm different and I don't want to be different. And I like to be like a normal daughter or normal sister without a disability, and I want to go out normal. Like go to parties, go to stuff like that, and get wired, and I want that.
I want for her mostly what she would want for herself. So whatever her goals would be for her life or what I want her to achieve. So I know that she wants to live independently. I want her to have a career that challenges her and uses her skills. I know that she wants to get married someday, so I'd love for her to be married someday.
I have a boyfriend now, and he has autism, and I've been seeing him a lot, and he's been like supportive about my weight loss, and he's the love of my life, and I love him.
I would guess she probably wouldn't have children. When there is a male with Down syndrome, he has 100% chance of having a child with Down syndrome. I don't know that's something that she could necessarily handle based on where she is. I don't foresee her having children, but she is a pretty awesome aunt to my son.
I feel like if I can't do anything, it's kind of like I don't understand. I'm supposed to ask somebody if I don't understand something, and I feel like I'm kind of like overwhelmed. Like my heart has been overwhelming me.
In August of 2009, I met On Our Own. It's an organization for people with developmental disabilities. I was very impressed with the things that I had learned by hanging around them, and developed a lot of friendships through this group of extraordinary people like Beth.
On Our Own started in January of 2003, basically right when I graduated from college. I came back home from the University of Florida and really felt compelled to do something for people with young adults with disabilities. I'd always had a pretty sensitive spot in my heart for people with disabilities. I was approached by some other parents about starting something, and I think the reason they reached out to me is because family, friends, but also parents do so much as it is. I think they wanted to have something for their kids that weren't led by parents.
This is a video camera. I got my peanuts in my sleeve.
I asked a particular question to many On Our Own members. What do you think people should know about developmental disabilities? And the same answer was provided. They stated they wanted people to know that they were human beings and have feelings just as everyone else. They also stated they wanted to be treated like every member of the community.
The kids who have disability, or they have different disabilities like Down syndrome, I give advice for you guys around the world. If you have a disability, if you're born with it, you can go to a support group to help you cope with it.
Today, 2011, 90% of babies that are found to have Down syndrome are aborted. A stat that I find very, very troubling. That there are a lot of terms that put limitations on people. So even I believe like the word disability is a misnomer, and there's really no such thing, because there are abilities she has that a person without Down syndrome does not have. I think people have the perception that because someone has Down syndrome means that they're not, they can't be a perfect child. But Beth has made myself, my family, a lot of people she's touched, I would say a lot of the person that they've become. I attribute a lot of my gifts, my empathy, my heart for others, my desire to serve, my ability to see people for more than what they are, attributed directly to having her as my sister. I wouldn't be who I am without her.
A developmental disability is not a sentence, but a human problem. People who don't have a disability should know there is something that we can do to make things better for such great people. We can give them a hand and volunteer to teach them how they can make it on their own, just like how On Our Own is teaching them. Like Beth, they all have goals and dreams. We can also encourage them to make them feel they can have a friend in us. I feel so honored to have bonded with so many extraordinary people. I wouldn't change that for anything.